All right, let's let the healing begin. I never thought I would ever have an issue putting on makeup. Big man fall hard. Let's hope this thing holds.
Like the search engine's a thing you can command, like you're a genie.
Okay. Hey guys, Phil here from Brafton. Gonna go through some Google autocorrects that are pertaining to the content marketing industry. Shoot some hot takes and some quality statistics at you. We'll go ahead and get started with this one right here. Content marketing is the only marketing left. Oof. Hot take, that's a quote from Seth Godin, great marketer, great author, produced a lot of books in regards to marketing. I can definitely see why people think that and why he would say such a thing. It is involved with every single type of marketing. Brafton itself put together a piece on this and posted on their blog, written by Mike O'Neill, who put together a great quote that I think will kind of sum this up. If marketing is the canvas, content marketing is the paint. I mean, I think that kind of answers that. Content marketing is dead. Wow. I don't know how we can go from the only marketing left to dead, but I hope it's not the truth considering I work for, a thriving content marketing company. I'd look at that as totally 100% false. Like I just said, content marketing is everywhere you go. The content marketing industry, is worth north of probably $200 to $300 billion coming from business development in here. The consensus says that both B2C and B2B marketers, they're increasing their spend on a year-to-year basis each year in and out. So I think that one's totally false. The next one up, content marketing is a relatively new practice. This is probably one of my favorite autocorrects in here. You might think so, and that's because the way you engage with content marketing has changed. It used to be the Poor Richard's Almanac that Ben Franklin used to go ahead and promote his business. Jell-O used to produce cookbooks with Jell-O and how to use Jell-O in totally different ways, just so that you would go ahead and see that and find different ideas to use more Jell-O. And one of the best facts that I have on this sheet, and I didn't know this, that soap operas were something that originated on the radio. And they were produced and manufactured by the soap manufacturers to help push their product. But now it's just more digital. It's on your television, it's on your website. Keeping on with the Google autocorrects, we're gonna go ahead and pop into SEO. Next up is SEO is dead. Oof, what a hot take. Definitely not dead, but I can understand why someone would think that. It's not dead, it's just ever changing. I mean, if you're doing something in SEO 2 years ago, it's probably not going to be effective today. And that's been going on for some time now. So I definitely wouldn't say that it's dead. Which leads me to my next Google SEO autocorrect, which is SEO is changing. I believe it was a Google employee back in 2010 said something around the lines of Google was having 350 to 400 updates throughout the year. So that's definitely an ever-changing process for sure. If you're doing something that's SEO involved that's 3 years old, you're probably not doing well as far as search engine optimization is concerned. And the next one up would be SEO is free. I can understand why you'd say that. It's definitely not something that you need to pay out of pocket for, but it is something that takes attention to detail and it takes resources, whether it be your time or someone else's. So, Facebook is. And Facebook is for old people. Wow, I use Facebook. I predominantly use Facebook. It's my favorite form of social media. I have Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. But a couple of statistics for you. 81% of Americans aged 18 to 29 use Facebook. 78% of those is 30 to 49. 65% of the people 50 to 64. And 41% of those people ages 65 or up. I did just help my dad learn how to use Facebook no more than a month ago, so maybe he's old, but I use Facebook and I'm not so old. Ooh. For the next one, kind of funny, Facebook is dead. Completely disagree. And they gotta have upwards of 1 billion people on there per day actively using their site. That's an outrageous number for something to be dead. The use of Facebook is probably declining for the younger audience, but I'm sure that will grow when they become a little bit more, say, family oriented and things of that nature on social media. So I definitely wouldn't say that it's dead. Ooh, this is a good one too. LinkedIn is. Big LinkedIn guy here. Don't be afraid to follow me. I'll make sure that we put my name up here. So LinkedIn is worthless. Definitely not, like I said, give me a follow. Coming from someone who works in business development at a marketing company, I could not disagree more. It's a vital portion of a lot of people's jobs, not just on the sales side of things, but on the marketing side of things. LinkedIn is a valuable resource for a business development person like myself to go ahead and get myself in tune with the prospects that I'm speaking with, research them and understand them, find different people in different titles. From a marketing standpoint, if you're doing B2B, you're on LinkedIn. 62% of B2B digital marketing professionals say LinkedIn has generated leads, and 43% says it's generated revenue. After going through a couple of social media ones, we're gonna go ahead along with social media marketing is essentially free. Yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and create an account and log on to social media right now. That does not mean it's gonna be effective for you. It's gonna take time, resources, and effort. And not only that, I mean, I don't have my phone on me now because I'm a good on-air talent, but if I did, I could probably pull up my Facebook right now and within 20 seconds find a paid ad. 71% of marketers say that they go ahead and utilize paid ads on social media platforms, and I imagine that number is going to completely continue to rise year after year as data becomes one of the more valuable resources that we have here today. Ooh, this is a hot take. Social media marketing is a waste of time. What a hot take that is, or should I say a horrible take. Do not go out there and tell that to our robust social media marketing team because they might kill you. I think social media marketing is an absolute vital form of marketing and is 100% isn't a waste of time. The percentages show that social media is a big part of everybody's marketing. You know, whether it's social listening, where you're engaging with your customers, hearing things about what your business is doing well, or even better, what your business isn't doing so well, it's a vital part of your business. Ooh, it's personally one of my favorite pieces of content here. White papers are still relevant. I wholeheartedly think so. 71% of B2B professionals said that they've read a white paper in the past 12 months to help with making a purchasing decision. I think that number right there stands for itself. They're 100% still relevant. People still enjoy them. I do too. One of the reasons why people might not say that they are is because people need graphics, they need visuals, they need things like that to go ahead and hold and obtain their prospects' eyes. But when I need valuable pieces of information and I'm looking to get past the fluff, the first thing I'm probably gonna go ahead and dig into is a white paper. But let's see what else we got here. White papers are generally intended to get leads. A lot of content that you create, especially in the long form variety, you're trying to go ahead and gather those marketing qualified leads or those sales qualified leads, depending on the piece of white paper that you're putting out there. And it's also there to build trust with your audience. So on to blogging is, this should be a good one. Blogging is dead. Stop the madness. I was shocked to see this as the top autocorrect for Google. I mean, 4 million blog posts posted per day. That definitely doesn't sound dead. I don't think it's blogs are dead. I think if you're putting together blogs to put together blogs, your blog is dead. It's all about quality now. It's all about answering your prospects' questions, concerns, whatever it may be. It's all about, you know, producing a blog post that's providing the most value to your prospects. And I think that kind of sums that post up. It's 100% isn't dead. The next one though, kind of falls right into this same thing. Blogging is hard. I think I kind of stressed that with my last take there. Statistics wise, it probably takes a blog writer, 3, maybe 4 hours on average to go ahead and put one of these together. But I think in the essence where it really becomes hard is making sure that your blog posts are getting in front of people. What are you doing to make sure that your blog shines through, whether it be, making sure that you're optimizing it for SEO, or you're just putting together a piece that just really resonates with your audience. It's definitely not dead, and it definitely is hard. Alrighty, infographics are dead. Wow, I can't believe these things. Another horrible take here by Google Autocorrect. Visuals are definitely 100% key now. People want their information faster, they want visuals on it, they want to be able to take and digest a small piece of content and learn something within a short period of time. To go with another one, just kind of picking randomly off some of these, infographics are beautiful. They are, they're wonderful, especially if they're well done. Some infographics probably aren't if you're just really whipping them together, but if you take the time and you put together some great information with some solid graphics, they are a beautiful piece of content, that is for sure. I know one of our top pieces of engaged with content as far as our email marketing is concerned was an infographic on 8 different types of infographics. People just love them. Continuing on, digital marketing is the future. I couldn't agree more. Everybody is turning more towards digital media, the internet, social media, and those types of platforms for information, and any type of ad or any type of content that you see on that's digital marketing in some type of form. So, but I mean, I watched the baseball game just the other day on YouTube. They hit me with a nice little content video there in the middle. That's digital marketing at its finest. Rolling right along this one, ooh, we're gonna go with Twitter is. Twitter is down. I'm just gonna go right along to the next one. Twitter is toxic. Woo! Looking at a couple of them over here, is a cesspool, is dying. Kind of get it between all the fake Twitter accounts and people being able to say whatever they'd like freely. You can definitely get some toxic messaging in there, but for someone like myself and the things that I engage with and the athletes and the celebrities and the news outlets that I follow on Twitter, I definitely wouldn't call it toxic. I guess, Twitter and Google have a little bit of beef, so to speak. Thank you guys for joining me today and hearing me read off some of these autocorrects. Hopefully you found it a little humorous, got some information out of it. I really enjoyed doing this. As I mentioned before, LinkedIn isn't worthless. Please go ahead and follow Brafton or myself, whichever you prefer. I look forward to catching you guys next time. Thank you. Alrighty, SEO is dead. Oop, give me 1 second here. I don't think I swore when I made any bloopers. I was just like, oh, I might have, but.